My name is Clady, and today I have a bunch of new makeup that I want to test and apply to my face. Most of them are from C Beauty, K Beauty, J Beauty brands, if I remember correctly, because recently I had a trip to Vietnam, and every time I'm in Vietnam, I feel like I need to take a chance to purchase as many makeup from C Beauty and K Beauty as much as I can because somehow I feel like they are more accessible in Vietnam. You know, that Asian beauty aesthetics, and we have more stores, we have more official distributors in Vietnam compared to those in Australia. Also, because I feel like you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you have lived in Australia and other country, I feel like online shopping in Australia is really, really slow. If you buy anything, it's always shipped from the East Coast. I live in Perth, so they are always shipped from the East Coast to the West Coast, and it would take up to 2 weeks just to get an item in my hand. And I had a really good time back in Vietnam, hanging out with my cousins, also my best friends, spending a lot of time with my family, and I did take advantage a little bit of that time and purchase for myself a lot of makeup because I feel like that's something that I always do in Vietnam. I'm going back to my root and I'm trying to find items that I am unlikely to be able to find here in Australia, and I'm very excited to try some of them on today. First of all, I got my hand on a few new brushes from the brand MAANGE. MAANGE is spelled MAANGE. So this makeup brand, they went viral for a moment on TikTok. I know that because it popped up in some of the overconsumption content that I watch on YouTube, and they mention these brushes. They are dupes. You can call it knockoffs or replicas of the hourglass brushes. So they are dual brushes, but you can get them from this brand. I will call it MAANGE for a fraction of the price. It's so affordable, only a few dollars for each brush. I don't know exactly why I wanted to try these brushes in the first place, but I feel like they were quite common in Vietnam before they went viral. So this brand, I think they were already quite popular around the time that I learned how to do my makeup, and I have been eyeing this brand for a while. So now I see some of the dupe, excuse me, for luxury makeup brushes. I was like, I don't know. So I got these. Of course, they look exactly like the hourglass brushes. I got these two as well. They are dupes for Rare Beauty. So the foundation and concealer brushes from Rare Beauty, and I got these as well. They are not obvious that they do a sun brand, but they giving me the vibe of AK Beauty because you know the red handle, the silver aluminium component right here, and some of the shapes of, so you can tell these are complexion brushes, so they remind me of those within BK Beauty line. So that's it. I'm gonna use some of the brushes today. First of all, I want to apply a primer. This is from the brand Zeesea. This is a C Beauty brand. It's called Multi Effect Makeup Primer. It comes in a tube like this, and the texture is this soft, not quite matte, not quite dewy. it has this rose peachy color. I didn't purchase this primer, so I'm looking up what the claims of this product are. So it said blurring pores, covers melasma and freckles, nourish and moisturize, isolation, pollution, improve skin tone, modify defects, antioxidant, and not easy to dull. Okay. Um, instantly smooth, blurring effect suitable for all skin types. So this is the shade 3 natural, I believe. It's suited for fair to light skin with dullness and uneven skin tone. So the main claim of this primer, I believe, is to even your skin tone. And we are gonna use this brush to apply this primer. With the pink peachy tint that we see here is definitely brightens and evens my skin tone a little bit, but I am not sure if it will work for people with deeper or medium to deep skin tone, because it does look like this color might not be very universal, because I can see a little bit of white cast sitting on top of my skin. I don't like the smell though. I used it once and I feel like the smell is a bit artificial. Like it smells like old school cosmetic products. So primer, I have been diving into the world of primers lately, and I feel like you need to use a certain amount of primer just to see all the benefits that are claimed within the product. But sometimes I don't want to apply too much primer, because today I know I'm gonna apply a tinted moisturizer on top of this. I want to minimize the amount of product that I lay on top of each other. So with, for example, the e.l.f. Putty Polish Primer, something like that, the one in the compact, and it comes in, the putty form. I feel like I don't need to use a lot of that product to have that smoothing pore blurring effect on my face. I think it works instantly with these kind of primer, because it's a liquid primer and it's quite thin. I don't see the blurring effect versus the hydrating effect versus any other claims in this product. So I think you have to use quite a lot to see how it works on your face. I don't like it so far, but I don't hate it. I will continue to try this primer out. And this is also me, like, being very new to the primer market. I might need to compare this primer to other primers that I have. Also, I purchased a few primers lately. Maybe I should compare them all together just to see where this sits. But so far, I think the finish is nice. It's not tacky. It's not dewy, but it's not quite blurring, mattifying the way that I want a primer to be. It evens my skin tone just a little bit because of the pink peachy undertone of the product, but not too much. So I will have to investigate this product more. This is not a new product, but I want to apply this today. This is from the brand AIRYDAY. It's an SPF 50 plus Golden Glow Dreamscreen. A while ago, I used this product a lot. So it's a tinted moisturizer, last sunscreen. I already applied my main sunscreen already, like during my skincare routine before I started putting makeup on. So right now I just want to use this very thin tinted sunscreen. It's a moisturizer, I'd assume, just to help balance all of these hyperpigmentations on my face. Normally I would skip it, but I don't know, today is the day that I feel like, you know, I want a light coverage. Like the lightest coverage that you could possibly imagine. So I'm gonna use this tinted moisturizer and I like it. I don't know why I stopped using it. Maybe if I don't see it, I don't think of using it. Maybe that's the reason why. Or maybe because it's very dewy and I prefer a matte finish during the summer, but now it's getting a bit colder. We officially in autumn right now in Perth, so that's why I'm thinking of a more hydrating, a dewier finish that I can tolerate throughout the day. I'm gonna go outside today to run some errands, so maybe this is what I need, like hydration, but a cloud matte finish. I also have a new concealer. This is from the brand the Saem or the Saem, the Saem. A Korean brand as well. It's called Cover Perfection Concealer Pencil. I'm sorry, I'll say it again. Cover Perfection Concealer Pencil. I have it in the shade 1.5 Natural Beige. It's a concealer pencil like this. It reminds me so much of the Lisa Eldred Pinpoint Concealer, but I'm pretty sure, I do believe that I've seen this product way before that Lisa Eldred one was released. So I think if there's anything, that Pinpoint Concealer was heavily inspired by K-Beauty concealer pencil like this. I have the shade 1.5. They have quite a few shades within the range, which is impressive for a Korean beauty brand. I think they have 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, etc. And they have correcting shade as well. So like salmon beige, green beige, and I don't know what's the other one, like pink beige or something. So the shade range is very impressive. The shade that I picked, 1.5, it's a little bit light to me. I mean, it's really hard to pick a shade online, especially this is a K-beauty brand, when it's really hard to tell which is the right undertone for you. But I think I picked one that's a little bit too light and a bit too pink for me. But because the texture, even though it's in a pencil form, is very thin. So you can tell it's very easy to blend with a brush. And to me, the coverage is light to medium, so it's very easy to manipulate the finish of the product. And I really like the finish under my eyes too. So like I said, it's just a light coverage concealer with this much that I use right now. But I think it's not drying. It's a drier formula, but it's not drying. That's why it looks quite flawless under your eyes and pretty much around your face. I remember around the time that Lisa Eldred one was released, one of the heavily discussed conversation about that one is that it's not really a good bang for your buck. So you got very little product and the price is really, really high. But with this, the same one, I think it's so affordable It's only a few dollars. It's definitely single digit. So you can use it to, you know, what's the one? Something to spot conceal. Also to use all over your face if you want, and it's very cost beneficial just to pick up one like this, and down the line if you feel like you can afford the least one, you can definitely go towards that product. But if you just want to try the concept of a concealer pencil like what I do right now, I get this one and I feel like it's quite genius, and I think it's very quick to spot conceal some of my acne spots. So I think later on I will pick up a shade darker, maybe 2.0. I think that would be the shade that could match perfectly to my true skin tone, and I can use it more confidently to conceal my acne spot. Right now I have to use it very slightly because it's a bit too light. But once again, going back to the cost benefit of this product, I think it's pretty great for the price, and I have the baseline of knowledge that the formulation of this product is quite good. I'm more confident to get a different shade because it's only a few dollars. Highly recommend this one. I don't have any new powder, so I'm gonna use my Leen powder blush. It's called a blush, but it has this greenish color, and I have been using it. It's my correcting powder. This is number 38, Parsley. I don't want to powder my face too much because I have a cream lash balmy highlighter that I want to use today. So I want to leave this area powder free. Just a quick note about these brushes. I feel like the one that dupe Rare Beauty, they are softer, and I think they worked very well for my complexion's product. But these are the one that went viral. I feel like they are quite scratchy, and I can visibly detect a lot of hair falling out from the brushes. So I was like, I don't know about these. Like, they feel okay, like they soft enough for brushes within this price range, but compared to these, they are quite scratchy, and the bristles, they are not sturdy at all. So it's just a quick recap on that. Um, Maybe I'll do my brow next. I have a new brow pencil from the brand Flortte. If you don't know, I did an entire video last year dedicating for the brand Flortte because I adore the aesthetic of the brand so much. So I think this is just a common and very simple and mundane product to add to my Flortte collections. What's this called? Maybe? Nice to meet you. Choose your love brow pencils. It's such a romantic name for a brow pencil. I have it in the shade M04. It is this grayish brown, and I feel like that is the best shade, the best color for my eyebrows. I have relatively dark hair. It's almost dark, and it has this cool undertone. So if I want something in between, so I think I have high contrast complexion. So between my hair and my complexions, I have quite high contrast in terms of how colored blend together within my complexion. So with a gray brown that is not too warm, a gray brown that leaning more cool tone than warm tone, I think it's just a perfect blend between my skin tone and my hair. That's why it doesn't look too pungent, like too stark, too black. Sometimes I pick a shade that's too black and it's just like, it's like I just rub coal on my eyebrow, and then I discover if I tone it down a little bit, if I pick something with higher in the level of desaturation, it would suit my skin tone better. So I picked this eyebrow pencil, the color gray, I believe, for that reasons. Also, this is an interesting tip. This is a flat but very thin, very sharp flat tip. Usually with flat tip eyebrow pencil, they are a bit chunkier, but this one is very, very micro but flat. So they are not micro pinpoint shape. So I was like, okay, it's an eyebrow pencil and it's quite affordable. It's a C Beauty brand. I know that with any eyebrow pencil, I can use it up. And so far, it worked pretty well. I think the intention of this product is to actually flick your hairbrow strokes, but I don't really have time and any intention to do that. I just want to fill in my eyebrows like this and then just brush it out using the spoolie. Yeah, I don't think that adding any more hair strokes would work with the shape of my eyebrows. I don't do much to the shape or to the texture of my eyebrows, so I don't really care about what the results might look like. I just need a very quick and functional eyebrow routine. So overall, I think this eyebrow pencil is nice, but compared to my favorite of all time eyebrow pencil, this is a bit slower in that process. So I'm definitely gonna use it up, but maybe it will be up there within my favorites, but I'm not sure it will be my top one favorite. Oh, let's move on to the balmy highlighter that I talked about. This is from the brand Leemember. The full name of this product is Bare Watery Light Multi-Use Makeup Cream for Blusher and Highlighter. I have the shade number 1, which is a clear glossy balmy shade like this. So basically it's a clear balm that you can use as a highlighter. That's what I thought when I purchased the product, and I think it's very interesting. I have never tried a face gloss before, so I'm a bit wary. Like, I wear quite a bit of product today underneath, so I'm not sure if it will pick up. So far, I started with a tiny amount of this product, and I'm trying to avoid the areas that are already powder on top. So right now, I think it's fine. Okay. Okay. My intention when I bought this product is that if I can use it as a face gloss, as an eye gloss, as a lip balm, like a lip gloss, that would be really cool. So right now I'm just trying to test it as a face gloss lash balmy highlighter. Feel like this kind of product was very in maybe last summer, the dewy skin trend, but we have all known that we are moving on But back to the cloud matte skin trend. So it's not about following what is the trendiest right now on this channel. I just want to use a product that I think is cool and fun. Something about makeup that I think I missed, and I have personally missed out in the last couple of months, maybe years up to this point, is that I don't find it fun anymore. I find it so utilitarian to do my makeup because, you know, it's in my routine right now. If I can put something with colors and pigments on and get out of the house, I feel like it prep myself up for the day. But I forget that makeup is supposed to be fun, and it's not supposed to be fun all the time, but sometimes it's just really fun to do something cool and interesting and very new, and you haven't heard about it before, you haven't tried before, but you think it could be joyful and enjoyable. And I want to get back to that space of makeup when everything is about creativity and creating more fun in makeup, doing something unexpectedly colorful, and just surprise myself every day. That's why I purchased this kind of product, and I didn't spend a lot of money on it. So yeah, I feel good. Like, it does look a bit nice. Like, it looks high glossy, it looks hydrating, a little bit too glossy, more than I think that I would do. But I think it doesn't look bad at all. It didn't pick up any of my powder, any of my tinted moisturizer. Doesn't look patchy or killing, which is good. And I'm happy about it. I picked up two also very interesting, very cool shades of blush. Um, it's from the brand Moon Eyes. They have the largest, the biggest shade range when it comes to blushes. I think they have up to 80 shades at this point within their line, and I think that is so interesting. Once again, is a C Beauty brand. It's quite affordable as well. So if you have any shade that you feel like I'm not sure about it, it's like it's too unsafe, it's too out of my comfort zone, but I want to test that blush shade out because that might be my new big thing. You could find blushes from not only this brand, from like other K-beauty, C-beauty, other affordable brands. I think it's a safe choice for you to start with something small. I think every once in a while, luxury and high-end brands, they come out with some cool collections. And I think that's the point when you feel like you want to invest in that makeup item, but you're not sure about the color mostly. It's really hard to tell formulations. But if you have a shade that you're unsure about, it's very safe. I think it's a smart choice just to go for something more affordable like this. And when they have a lot of shades, you know that you can experiment with even a shade that you have not seen before. So I pick up this shade called PR03. It's a cool tone grayish mauve. So it's a mauve, but it has a lot of gray and pink in it. I don't know, it just looks so muted. It's a bit blurry to my eye how muted it is. And I picked up the shade BR02 as well. So this is a muted terracotta with a yellow undertone. So kind of a brown with a mustardy undertone, if you say it that way. And this might be the blush that I want to apply today. It looks so interesting. I don't know how it's gonna work on my skin tone because imagine my slightly yellow to neutral undertone with an even more yellow blush, but I'm gonna test it out. I will use a little bit of this blush, and I'm gonna start out small. Right away I can tell it's quite pigmented. This could be because I have a wet area on my face at the moment, so the blush just sticks to that spot immediately. But ooh, ah, maybe this is my new bronzer shade because I think it's with my bronzers in my collections. I feel like they are more a blush than a bronzer, except for some bronzer with a rosy undertones. They are literally bronzer. This one is the blush. This one is unique. This one is the blush with a warm mustard undertone, which is very interesting. In a way, I kind of like it because it doesn't look orange. You can tell it's very brown, but it doesn't look orange on me. And to be honest, if there's anything I don't like orange on me, I like pink, I like brown, I like purple, I like red on my skin. I don't like orange and coral. I like this one because although it's brown and very nude, very earthy, very warm tone, it doesn't look orange. Very interesting. And even when I one day would want to use it as a bronzer, I don't think this color would be too bad as a bronzer on my skin. It's just a little bit too yellow, so it can be skewed towards being a little bit odd on my skin as a bronzer because I cannot just like sweep it all over my face. It will leave a wee yellow cap. But for the main purpose of using it as a blush, focusing this blush around this area, I think it looks very fun. It looks very pretty. And don't worry, I'm gonna feature this blush, the PR03, in another video because itself is a phenomenal color as well, and I am so tempted to use these muted colors during autumn. I just say it like I care, but yeah, I like muted, desaturated blushes. I would use them all year round, but this would be the time that I test more muted blush colors. I got myself a new eyeshadow palette. To me, this year is the years that I buy eyeshadow palettes because I know, only if I know that I could use the color stories. Like I think last year I bought a few eyeshadow palettes because I think the color story is really cool and the formulation is magnificent, a lot of beautiful textures, but I forgot every once in a while that I might not use the entirety of the palette because the color story is not for me anymore. I slowly become a boring eyeshadow user. So I'll show you the color story of this palette and why I decided to buy it without any knowledge whether the formulation is good or any further information about this palette. Is from Wonder Beauty. It's the Trailblazer palette. Wonder Beauty, you have heard about this brand, but it's mainly a BoxyCharm Ipsy kind of brand, so a lot of people receive their products with those boxes, those subscription boxes. So beside that, I don't think that they are very well known. But when I look at this color story, I feel like This is so beautiful. All of the browns and rosy colors, and the shimmers look very nice as well. I don't mind the two green shades because they are green. I don't think that I would one day become a green lover, but I love these rosy brown tones. And if I mix the green shade, this is like a mossy green, so it's not very vibrant. So if I mix this green shade with the brown, I think I will have a neutral khaki brown. That would look so cool. So this palette, I feel like I can use any shades in this palette. I don't think, except maybe for the shimmer. I think the shimmer is a bit much. But these are the colors that I would want to wear. I don't mind that they look quite boring because this is me at the moment. Look at my face, look at my complexion. I don't do colorful eyeshadows very often anymore. I want to bring the creativity back to my makeup routine, but I still have to acknowledge that for the time being, what is purposeful, what is functional to me. And look at this color story. If I can make a fun look out of it, I would, and potentially I can. So let's start with a look that is very me at the moment. I'm gonna start with a matte. I think I will mix maybe this matte shade with this matte shade. That's what I did the last time. It's called Mandy. This mid-tone brown. Ooh, it has like a reddish undertone. It looks so nice. The shade is called Mandy and the shade is called Jen. It's like a beige shade. So I'm gonna mix those two together to have a lighter brown. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. And it looks quite dark. Is it gonna rain today? Like I said, I need to go out later on, and I don't want it to rain. I just love a matte brown with rosy undertone. It's just my favorite shade to put on my eyelid at the moment. And it sounds so boring, but this is me. I accept that fact at the moment, and I will leave myself a lot of room and time and space to grow out of that. Maybe I'll become a colorful person again soon, but right now I'm so beige because I I don't have a lot of time to do my makeup. I think I say that so many times, but my time to do my makeup is really limited and restricted at the moment. Like I either don't want to wear anything to go outside, or when I'm on site, I'm doing 5-4 at the moment. So when I'm on site, I literally have 15 minutes in the morning. I wake up at 3:45, so I have 15 minutes to 4 a.m. to get ready, to get to the bus and get to the office. So I don't, and it's a mindset. I don't think that is appropriate or it would benefit me at any point to do a full face of makeup. I did apply some blushes and some powder, or some primer just to look better or to feel better, to be accurate. So those are the steps that I feel like can fit in my morning routine. But that's it. I don't think I could do anything more. And I think it carries on to my swing off makeup routine. Like right now, I am on my swing off. And that's all I want to do. Something very quick, something neutral, something not obvious, something that doesn't draw any attention. and I'm not sure. Like, I think it's a minor crisis in my makeup journey right now that I have gone so far to learn so much, but now I'm getting back to the basic of, oh, just do your makeup. And if you feel like doing the simplest thing would give you the most confidence, then just go with it. You don't need to overcomplicate your routine. And it makes me a little bit sad to accept that, oh, I might not be the fun, colorful makeup lover anymore. But a makeup lover is a makeup lover, and regardless of everything I can and cannot do, will or will not do, I do find a lot of joy and self-esteem in doing my makeup, and I think that's the best thing about makeup. That's what I genuinely feel about makeup all the time. So I don't want to be too harsh on myself on that, but I think the mattes in this palette, the two mattes I tried, they are really nice. They are so easy to blend. Would I want a shimmer? I think this palette has so many beautiful shimmer shades. So like this one, it doesn't look very sparkly, but it could be that shimmer, but not heavily sparkly. It's just like a, you know, classic shimmer shade that you can use as a one and done. I think that could be nice. But then you have this shade and this shade and this shade. They are definitely more sparkly. Huh. Okay. I don't know. But I don't want a full shimmer on my lids as well. So I think I'm gonna dip into this shade. It's called Maddie. This shade's right here. Yep, just pick it up with a floppier brush. And gonna gently apply it to my outer corner. And just use it as a shading shade. The look is done, and I think I am very happy with the result. I think it looks really cute and it's very simple, and the eyeshadow, like by the look of it, I feel like the eyeshadow works really well. No complaint at all. And the final thing that I need to do is my lips. I don't have any new lip products, but I've been loving this NYX, what's it called? Suede matte lip liner in the shade Soft Spoken. So I'm gonna use it today. This lip liner is a rosy brown that's really neutral compared to my lip colors. Like, I could never imagine that I could find a lip liner that is my lip better. This one is a little bit too pink compared to whatever I have applied on the rest of my face right now. So I have a brown blush, I have a relatively brown eye look. I think this lip liner is a little bit pink, but that's okay because it's very subtle and very light. I'm gonna apply a little bit of lip balm. I have a shout out to my company because on my induction day they gave us this moisturizing lip balm together with the crib bag, and it is a saver for me on site because it's so hot out there, and this lip balm is so nice. It's thick but not gooey. It has this very subtle minty sensations, but overall it's so moisturizing. I just love reapplying it over and over. It's so nice. Jeez. I need to find out where I can get extra of these lip balms because it's so nice. It's from the brand ProBloc. I mean, I'm not sure. It's look like a, you know, in-house brand somehow. It looks so, plasticky cheap, but it's so good. Yeah, of course, they give it to you because you are a mining worker. And that's it. That's everything I want to test and want to apply. And I think this look is really good. It's just right up my alley. So simple, so neutral. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I'm Claddy, and hopefully we see each other again. And look out for more new makeup testing videos from me because I do have a few coming up. Bye.